All right. So take your time finding your way to a comfortable seat. If you'd rather start on your back, that's also a totally fair game option today. Somewhere you can get a little comfortable. Ideally, find some length between the crown of your head and your tailbone. Aligning your head and your heart. Begin to soften into your breath. Just noticing whatever there is to notice in this moment. Check in with each layer of yourself, each kosha or sheath of the body. There are 5 of them. The first one is your physical form. So your muscles, your skin, your organs. In Sanskrit, it's your Annamaya kosha, the physical layer of yourself. How do you feel? And the second layer is the Manomaya kosha, or the mind body, checking in with how you feel mentally, emotionally. Your energetic body is the Pranamaya kosha. Notice how your energy feels. The fourth layer of ourselves is our Vijnana Maya kosha, which is your wisdom body. And it's separate from your mind body. So your mental layer is about thoughts, emotions, information that you take in from the outside world, while your wisdom body is something deeper. It's that inner sense of truth, of knowing what's right, what's real. It's the part of you that knows how divine you are, how uniquely connected we all are. And the fifth and final kosha is the Ananda Maya kosha. Ananda meaning bliss. Your bliss body, the part of you that is radiant, joyful. When all these layers are working together, we are at our best. Clean, bright energy, strong body, resilient mind, rooted in a sense of truth and joy. Take another round of breath, just noticing yourself on each of these 5 levels. Without judging anything that's sitting here with you, just noticing it, present. And if this exploration of the koshas has inspired any intention for your practice, go ahead and set one now. Repeat it silently to yourself a couple times with your breath. And as you're ready, bring your hands together at your heart. In a moment, we'll begin to circle the arms with the breath. And as we exhale, to chant the sacred sound of Om, sealing in your intention, dedicating this space as sacred. I'll mute myself so I can chant without disturbing your audio. We'll do it 3 times. So as you inhale, take your arms out and up. And as you exhale, your arms float down as you chant. Release your hands to your lap. Start to rock forward and back in your pelvis. Begin to circle your ribs over your hips. And reverse. Connecting your movement to your breath. Come to center, circle your shoulders. One more this way, and reverse. Take one forward and one back. And switch. Squeeze them both to your ears, send them back and down. As you inhale, lift your chin as high as it goes. As you exhale, gently nod it to the base of your throat. Inhale, stretch and lift. Exhale, lower and soften. One more. Head to center, tongue and jaw relaxed as you look to one side and to the other. A couple side to side. When you're even, take an ear to a shoulder, other ear. Couple times. And let your chin hang at your heart. Draw some half circles. And lift your head up. Lean back on your hands. Stretch your legs in front of you. Start to circle your ankles. Wiggle your toes. Point and flex your feet. Bounce the backs of your legs on the ground. And bend your knees and tap your feet. Stay connected to your breath. And then when you're even, come around to hands and knees. Set up your tabletop. Start circling your weight over your wrists. Keep a soft bend in the elbows, avoid locking them out. And reverse. Find center, and as you inhale, drop your belly, rippling the heart forward. As you exhale, press the ground away, release your head. A couple more cat-cows, moving with your breath. Find neutral, and as you inhale, sweep your right arm to the sky. Rotate across your chest and get really open here across the front of your shoulder as you take a full breath in. Start to circle your wrist, waking up the line of energy down your arm. Circle the wrist the other way. Draw a big circle from your shoulder. Slow this down and really feel the opening as you move with breath. And then as you're ready, reverse. One more. Inhale the arm all the way up to the sky. We're not going to thread the needle today. Trust me. And exhale, bring your bicep alongside your ear, reaching your fingers toward the front of the room, your thumb toward the sky. You got it. So heart is square toward the ground. As you inhale, straighten your left leg back in space if you'd like a little more balance. Flex the foot. As you exhale, round your spine, draw your elbow to your knee, coil inward. Inhale, reach nice and long. And two more breaths. Exhale. Starting to engage the deep core muscles that stabilize you. Inhale, reach all the way up and release hand, release the knee. Take a breath to reset. And then when you're ready, strong table, long spine. Inhale, peel your left arm open and really rotate across your chest. Reach that arm back so you start to feel some action in the armpit and the front of your shoulder. Circle your wrist. Circle it the other way. And slow and mindful circles from your shoulder. Letting it be big if big is comfortable. And reverse the circle. Inhale the arm all the way up. Spread your fingers wide like Mickey Mouse. And exhale, arm forward, heart toward the ground, nose toward the ground. Inhale your right leg back in space. And exhale, slow with control, round inward. Inhale, reach yourself long. Two more rounds of breath. Moving from your center. Reach all the way long, and then hands and knees. Find your Hasta Bandha, fingers spread, rooting into your knuckles, fingers relaxed. Pointy parts of your elbows gently spinning in toward you instead of the side walls. Curl your toes under, exhale your hips up and back for downward dog. Take a few breaths here for any settling in you want to do. Establish your breath here. Step your feet as wide as your mat. Turn your toes out. heels in. Let your hips sway from side to side. Bring your hips to center. Take your feet parallel and shoulder width. And as you inhale, glide forward for upward dog, gripping the mat with your fingertips to pull your heart forward. And exhale, send your hips up and back. Nice. A couple more times if it feels right. Rolling the shoulders back, pulling the heart forward. Yeah, nice. We're going to be placing some attention here on opening the front of the shoulders tonight. So that's why I'm going to mention them a few times. Once you're back in your downward dog, step your feet a little wider, however wide you like them for Malasana. Turn the toes out and start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Bending your knees so they point in the same direction as your toes. If you need to adjust the angle of the feet to match the knees, do it. Take another breath. Option if you want to play with a little crow pose here, hands to the mat, just for fun. If you're here, why not? The toes don't have to leave the ground. You can just explore leaning, or you can take it out. And whenever you're ready, find the feet back on the ground. Prep your right knee open with your elbow. And inhale, take a twist as you rotate left arm toward the sky. And slow exhale, left arm travels back to tap your right hand. One more, inhale, follow the hand with your gaze so you get that twist up the spine. And exhale, hand sweeps down across. Good, back to center. Prop the other knee open. Inhale, peel your right arm up. Follow it with your gaze. Exhale, sweep it down and across. One more. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, closing up. Back to center. Fingertips to the ground as you straighten your legs, fold. Inch the feet parallel. Feel free to take a breather, take a sway. And when you're ready, bend your knees and roll yourself up to stand. Arms reach out and up, fingers touch overhead. Sweep the arms out and down, bring them together at your heart. Pause, connect to your breath. As you inhale, circle your arms out and up, beginning our sun salutation. Catch your right hand. And exhale, side bend. Inhale, reach yourself up. Switch hands. And exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to your low back. As you inhale, find your heart lift. Interlace your fingers. Forward fold with a shoulder stretch. Hands to your shins. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, crawl forward. Find downward facing dog. Inhale, your right heel up behind you. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms out and up as you rise, high lunge. Ground your back heel, find warrior two. Reaching forward, peaceful warrior. Cartwheel your hands, frame your front foot as your back toes pivot forward. Ground the left hand and peel your right elbow, your right wrist to the sky. Exhale the arm forward and back down. Three-legged dog as you breathe in. Downward dog, breathing out. Inhale, wave forward for plank on your toes or on your knees. And exhale your way to the ground. Reach the arms straight back behind you as you lift upper body, lower body, wrists into locust. And exhale back down, fingers in line with your chest. Beautiful. Inhale, press up to all fours or to plank if you want it fiery. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps to the sky. Exhale, step the foot up between your hands. Rise as you breathe in, reach up high. Ground your back heel and exhale, warrior two. Reach forward, reverse warrior. Cartwheel your hands back to low lunge. Right hand stays rooted. Inhale, your left arm, chest opens. Exhale, hand to the mat. Three-legged dog as you breathe in. Downward facing dog, toes float down. Inhale forward to plank. And exhale to the floor. Same as before. Your arms sweep back behind you as your upper body, lower body lift. Locust, Shalabhasana. Exhale, fingertips outside your chest. Inhale, press yourself up. Exhale, press your hips back. Of course, child's pose and down dog are both super cool options. Find a couple breaths. From your downward dog, walk your heels together and seal up your legs with your toes pointed out. So your feet make a narrow V, heels together, toes a little separated. Yeah, so mermaid tail, downward dog. As you inhale, come forward to plank, keeping this leg position, shoulders over your wrists. Good. Pause here and find your strength, your inner thighs drawing together, your core supporting you. As you inhale, I want you to reach your hips back, not to downward dog, but so that your knees open out left and right. So you're like squatting your hips back, like you're pulling back toward a froggy squat, like that. And then as you exhale, seal your legs together, shoot back to plank. 4 more times. So reaching hips back, froggy squat. You got it. Coming forward, mermaid plank. Really nice, everyone. Two more. Feeling your hips opening and working, hopefully. The next time you find your plank, pause, keep your feet and send your hips back to downward dog. Take a breath, lengthen out the spine. And then if it feels comfortable for you, start to walk your hands back. So you're coming into a malasana with the heels together this time. Feel free to support hands on blocks or the floor. Knees opening like you're in a little froggy squat. Just like that. Hands to the floor. Inhale, straighten the legs and fold. Parallel feet. Soft knees as you roll all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take a cleansing breath. Find your strap. And you'll hold on to each end in each hand. And you're going to hold pretty wide. You'll figure out how wide you want to go. So wide, straight out in front of you, straight strap. And as you inhale, you'll see if you need to go wider. Feel free to adjust. As you inhale, you'll raise the strap up over your head and keep it reaching behind you. Stretch across the front of your shoulders as you take it back behind your back. And then travel back the way you can, reaching all the way up and over, strap coming down in front of your hips. And if it's feeling tight, probably just take the hands wider. Do a few more here. So what I'm hoping we get is mobility in the shoulders. Stretch across the chest. Moving with your breath. Maybe a couple more. And when that's feeling good, set your strap aside. Bring your heels under your sitting bones, if they're not already, your feet parallel. Plant your right foot on the ground, so root into the corners of your big toes and your heel. Find and lift an upward moving energy of the arch. And when you're ready, draw your left knee in towards your chest. Open the knee out to the side and bring your ankle on top of your right knee. Bend your right knee and reach your hips back. So you're standing in a figure 4. Hips reaching back. Keep your heart lifting forward. Hands can be wherever you like. Maybe hands want to come to prayer. So Deb, how would it feel to take your ankle on top of your knee? So not tree pose legs, but figure 4, ankle to knee. If you prefer tree is another great place to work or get hip rotation. Keep letting the knee open to the side and find a little bit of cow pose in your lower body. So in your pelvis, your sitting bones reaching back, a little tilt of the pelvis. Heart reaching up toward your thumbs. Take 2 more breaths. With your left hand, reach down and take hold of either your heel or your big toe. So either scoop the heel with your hand or hook your front 2 fingers around your big toe. And then as you inhale, you'll rise up to stand and take your knee out to the left. So not like tree pose, but kind of just marionette, right? Yeah, bingo. And if you'd like, right arm can open out to the side. Right arm can also support you on furniture or the wall. See if you can flatten out from right hand to left knee, staying lifted, finding breath. Every layer of your being lighting up. One more breath. Coil your knee in towards your chest, give it a hug, and release the foot to the mat. Nice. Hold on to your straps too. Everyone grab your strap. As you inhale, reach your arm. So just hold your strap. It's going to come with you for a little ride. As you inhale, circle your arms out and up. And exhale, forward fold. You're just taking your strap with you. Hands to your shins, inhale, half lift. And exhale, crawl the hands forward, downward dog. Inhale your right foot up to the sky. Bend your knee, flex your foot, and roll. Did you just have your left foot in the air? I think you did. So release the right foot back to the ground. Left leg. Inhale, left leg up toward the sky. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. I want to be on this side because you were just doing all that hip opening work on your left hip. And exhale, step the foot up between your hands, pausing in your low lunge. Ground your back heel down to the earth like you're setting up for warrior two legs. Bring your left hand either to a block or the floor inside your front foot. And then peel your right arm to the sky as you rotate into side angle. Nice. Beautiful. If you've got your strap in your right hand, see how it feels to bend that elbow, draping the strap behind your low back, reaching your hand behind your low back. Exactly. And then see how it might feel to slide your left elbow under your left thigh, and maybe fingertips find your strap dangling down back there. Sometimes fingertips can come together. You can just clasp your hands. That's fine too, but can be not always accessible. So the strap helps you get there. Make contact. And then peel your heart back toward the sky. So it's easy to want to collapse in. You can have plenty of space between your hands on your strap. From here, take another breath in. As you exhale, turn your nose, look down at your front foot. Start leaning weight into this front foot and inch your back foot up your mat. So you can kind of step it or heel toe up, up, up till it comes right next to your foot. A little behind it or just close up next to it. Yeah, kind of a funky walk, right? Till you can lean your weight into your back foot. So now lean the weight in the back foot. Engage Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor engages. And then you'll begin to stand on your right foot as you lift your left knee, keeping your arms together here underneath your thigh. Exploring bird of paradise where you are here, your standing balance. Find your breath no matter what happens. It's all good. Lift your heart, take another full round of breath. When you're ready, release your left foot back to the floor. You'll come out of it the way you came in. So start inching right foot back toward your extended side angle. Inching back, inching back, inching back. Nice. You can let go of the strap now. Unravel the arms. Inhale, rise up to reverse warrior. Stretch it all out on the left side. Exhale, hands to hips, toes to the long edge of your mat. As you inhale, lift your heart. And hinging at your hips, forward fold, breathing out. Take a full round of breath. Hands under your shoulders. Inhale, half lift. And crawl yourself back to your front foot, all 10 toes pointing forward. Sweep your heel to the sky in three-legged dog. Downward facing dog. Nice. Take this moment for movement if you'd like movement, or stillness in any pose if you'd like. A few rounds of breath to reset. And then walk your heels together. Your toes make a little V. Inhale forward for your plank. Exhale, bend your knees out left and right as your hips pull back into a frog squat. Inhale, pull forward, zipping everything up strong in your center line. Exhale, pull back, opening the knees out. 3 more. Move with your breath on your own timing. You control the speed. Really nice. When you finish, return to downward dog with your toes turned out, your heels together. Take a breath in. And then walk your hands back towards your feet. Bending the knees out side to side, malasana for a breath. Find your balance here on your toes. Excellent. Hands to the mat. Lift the hips for a forward fold as you breathe out. Take the feet parallel. Slowly roll your way up to stand. Really nice. Circle your shoulders up and back and down. Reach your arms out and up as you take a big breath in. Exhale, hands to your low back, soft knees. Take a baby back bend, lengthening the spine. Interlace your fingers. Open the front of your shoulders as you fold. Hands to your shins. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward. Roll yourself all the way up to stand. And find your weight centered over your heels, your feet parallel. Feel free to move so that you're close to some furniture if you want a little support. Standing balance on the other side. So plug your left foot into the ground. Engage your core, your pelvic floor. Find a focal point for your gaze. And then lifting your right knee. Rotate the knee out to the side and take ankle to knee. Flex your right foot. And then reach your hips back, finding that little tilt of your pelvis so that your tailbone reaches back. There's a little arch in your low back, as if you are finding cow pose. You're in charge of how far you go, how deep you breathe. You're even in charge of how your mind responds to this experience. Sometimes I think we forget, but you create the experience that you're looking for here. Couple more breaths. Really guiding that knee open. With your right hand, take hold of either your heel or your big toe. Pelvic floor engages as you rise up and take your knee or foot out to the right. Option to extend your left arm like a marionette, opening up. Shoulder goes back, knee goes out. Couple more breaths. Gather the knee in towards your chest. Coil it in, give it a hug, and release your foot to the mat. Find your strap. Let's do a little shoulder flossing first so you're ready for this bind. So arms wide on your strap. And like before, inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it behind you. You can really pull on the strap, like it can take it. So feel your shoulders opening. Maybe one more. Good. And then bring the strap to your left hand, and you're just going to take it with you, stepping the feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, circle your arms out and up, lift your gaze. And exhale, forward fold. Hands to your shins, inhale, halfway up. Crawl forward, downward facing dog. Inhale your right heel up to the sky, flex your foot, bend your knee, roll the hip open. Take advantage of this open hip you've created. And then step the foot up between your hands. Ground your back heel down, warrior two legs. And left hand will hold your strap as you peel that arm toward the sky in your side angle pose. So press down with your right hand, peel your heart toward the side wall. You got it. Take your time, letting the hips open, taking deep breaths. Option to add the top arm, bending behind your low back. You got it. So hands at your low back or at your hip. This is called a half bind. And then when you're ready to go for the full bind, your right bicep reaches under your thigh. Right fingers find the dangling strap. Keep that knee pressing out to the right. Keep your heart rotating to the side wall. And here's where you've got to stay committed to your breath and committed to kindness in your thoughts. Yeah. Inhale where you are. As you exhale, look down at your front foot. Start shifting weight into that foot as you start inching your back foot up. Keep it walking until you can shift your weight into your back heel. Take your time. And then weight transitions to the back foot. And like an elevator, you simply rise up, lifting your leg with you as you go. Flex the foot, keep it active. Bird of paradise. Find a few more breaths. See if you can come out of it the way you entered. So laying your foot back down, Lean forward, shift the weight back into the front foot as you inch back. You've got it. Release your strap. Inhale up to reverse warrior. Big reach, big side body opens. And then toes to the long edge of your mat to reach arms up to the sky. Wide forward fold as you breathe out. No matter what happened, let it go. It's in the past now. Everything is exactly as it should be. Just be here with this next breath. Bring the hands under your shoulders. And as you inhale, lift the chest, half lift. Exhale to crawl back to a low lunge facing the front of your mat. Three-legged dog as you breathe in. Downward dog as you breathe out. Inhale forward for one more plank. And exhale all the way to your belly. When I practiced, I decided my arms were kind of done. So I'm going to give you two options. I decided to just leave my arms out of this back bending series. So you could just leave them where they are or rest them. Option two, you can reach them forward alongside your head and arms can get in on the action. So you decide. As you inhale, lift your right leg off the ground. Option for left arm too, or not. And exhale, press back to the ground. Other side, inhale, reaching, lifting long. Exhale, press down. Keep going. Inhale, lengthen from your toes, reach away from your head. And release. Other side, breathe in. Release. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Find your breath. Bring your right fingertips onto your mat underneath your right shoulder. So little tented fingertips on the ground, elbow toward the sky. Left arm reaches out onto the carpet. You got it. Float your right leg off the ground and begin to roll towards your left. So head towards your right fingers, little opening in the front of your left shoulder. And gently back to center. Take your time switching the hands. Press into your left fingertips to help steer the twist. Take a full breath. And ease yourself back to center. Hands outside your chest. Press up onto your knees. It might feel nice to take the knees wide and reach the hips back to child's pose. After all that shoulder work, it might feel nice to add a tricep stretch, bending your elbows, bringing the palms together above your head in reverse prayer. Be generous with your breath. Ease your hands back to the mat. Walk your hands back to come up to sit on your heels. Bring the knees together and shift your hips to the right of your feet. So your feet go off to the side, your hips come to the right of your feet. So you're sitting a little side saddle. As you inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale your right hand down to your left hand down to your legs. You're going to lean over your legs. So you're going to tip to the left a little bit in the side stretch. Take a deep breath. Inhale where you are. And on an exhale, you'll gently lift up and twist away from your feet. Your opposite hand might come to your thigh. Just gentle twist here. One more breath. And then hands to the mat in front of you, just so you can switch where your hips and your feet are, shifting to the other side. Inhale both arms to the sky. Exhale your right hand down and find a gentle side bend. One more breath in. And as you exhale, lifting up, take a twist, other way. And back to center. Lean back on your hands, take your feet around in front of you. Center yourself on your mat. And lean back on your elbows. So feet plant, leaning on your forearms. See how this feels. If you decide you don't like it, you can lie down fully. Draw your knees in towards your chest. So now your feet are off the ground. And kind of like windshield wipers, imagine the knees twisting to one side and to the other. Yeah. Of course, you could do this fully lying down if you'd like, but I kind of like sometimes having the heart lifted. See what you think. One more round of breath. And then plant your feet and roll all the way down to your back. Draw your knees in together at your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Hands under your hips for some support, straightening your feet toward the sky, opening up behind the backs of the knees. Maybe you want to point and flex your feet, releasing any ankle tension. If there's anything else you'd like in this practice, please take it now. Honoring the effort and the ease in your practice. on every layer of your being, in your physical form, your Anamaya Kosha, the work you've done, and the space you've created in your mental body, your Manomaya Kosha, the work on your energetic body, the Pranamaya Kosha, the connection to your wisdom body, the Vijnana Maya Kosha. And when you're ready to rest in your bliss body, find Shavasana in the Ananda Maya Kosha. Take another moment where you are. Establish a deeper connection to your breath. Notice anything there is to notice. And on your own time, begin to find any movement that feels right. Transitioning eventually back to your seat, where we'll meet in Anjali Mudra, hands together in prayer at your heart. Honoring each layer of yourself as sacred and divine. Your body, your mind, your energy, your wisdom, your bliss. And take a full breath in, nourishing each layer of yourself. Cleansing exhale. 2 more breaths like that together. One more. Bow to the divine light within yourself in honor of the divine light within each other. Thank you for sharing yourself tonight. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.